So here are the solutions to exercise 5.7. Starting with question 1, we've got x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 0. So I need the factors of 3. Well, that's 1 and 3, 3 and 1. So those two pairs there, I'm going to pick on the first pair. Doesn't really matter here. Either pair will give us what we need for the 4, but I'm going to pick on the first pair. So that'll be x squared plus x plus 3x plus 3 equals 0 for my expanded form. From the left two pair now, the x squared and the x, I'll take x out common. That will leave me with x plus 1 in the brackets. From the right hand pair, I'll take plus 3 out common, and that will leave me with x plus 1 in the brackets. Factorising again, x plus 1 is common, and that leaves me with x plus 3 there. So now then, from those two factors, we can see that x is equal to -1, or it's going to be equal to -3 in order to satisfy that equation. So there's the two answers to number 1. Okay, let's do number 2. So for question 2 then, we've got x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals our 0. So we want the factors of 2. That's 1 and 2, 2 and 1. And one of these pair, you've got to use them to give us -3. Now, because it's a positive 2, we can also have both of these columns as negative. And that's what I'm going to pick on. So I'm going to pick on -1 and -2. Because if we times those two together, we get +2. So then my expanded form will be x squared minus x minus 2x plus 2 equals 0. Factorising the left two, I'll take x out common, and that will leave me with x minus 1 in the brackets. From the right hand pair, I'll take -2 out common, and that will then leave me with x minus 1 in the brackets. Taking the x minus 1 out as common, that leaves me with x minus 2 on the right hand side here. So from those two factors, we can see that x will equal 1 or 2 for our two solutions for question 2. So that's it. There's question 2 done. Let's move on and take a look at number 3. So for question 3 then, we've got x squared plus 2x minus 15. Okay, so I need the factors of -15. Well, that's going to be 1 and 15, 3 and 5, or 5 and 3. And either of those two columns now can be negatives. Doesn't matter whether you pick on the first column or the second column. As long as you put a negative in front of one of those numbers, you'll get your -15. Okay then, so which pair are we going to use to give us a +2? Well, if I picked on -3 and +5, that would give me +2. So that'll be the pair that I'll pick on. So my expanded form will be x squared minus 3x plus 5x minus 15 equals 0. Factorising the left two, taking x out common, that will leave me with x minus 3 in the brackets. On the right hand side, if we take +5 out, that will leave me with x minus 3 in the brackets. Taking x minus 3 out as common, that leaves me with x plus 5. So my two solutions then are x is equal to 3 or -5 here for my answer for the two solutions for number 3. Okay, let's do question 4, which is the last one of this first half that looks when the coefficient of a is equal to 1. So for number 4, we've got x squared minus 5x minus 14. Okay, so we need the factors of -14. So that's going to be 1 and 14 or 2 and 7. Now again, either one of these columns can be a negative. So the one that I'm going to pick on to give me -5 will be +2 and -7. That would give me -5. So my expanded form will be x squared plus 2x minus 7x minus 14 equals 0. So now factorising the left two, if we take x out common, that will leave me with x plus 2 in the brackets. On the right hand side, I'll take out negative 7 as common. That will leave me with x plus 2 in the brackets. Taking x plus 2 out common, that leaves me with x minus 7 in the brackets. So my solution to that then is x has to be either equal to negative 2 or plus 7 to satisfy that equation. So there are two answers there for question 4. And that's the end of the first half, where again all of the coefficients a here are equal to 1. Okay, let's look at the second half, where now our coefficients of x squared are not equal to 1. So here's question 5. 2x squared plus 13x plus 15 equals 0. Okay then, so factorising this, I want the modulus of AC, which is going to be 2 times 15. And 2 times 15 is equal to 30. So what are the factors of 30? That's 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. They're all my factors here. So which pair of those can I use to give me plus 13? Well, what if I had the 3x and the 10x? That's going to give me plus 13, so I'm going to pick on that pair. So my expanded form will be 2x squared plus 3x plus 10x plus 15 equals 0. Factorising the left-hand side, if I take out x common, that will leave me with 2x plus 3 in the brackets. On the right-hand side, if I take out plus 5 common, 10x divided by 5 is 2x, and 15 divided by 5 is equal to plus 3. So now we take out 2x plus 3 as common, and left inside is x plus 5. So my solution then to this is going to be 2x plus 3 equals 0. So 2x is equal to minus 3. So x is equal to minus 3 over 2 for my one solution. So negative 3 over 2. And then the other one, of course, is a bit easier to do in your head, and that one's just negative 5. So there are two answers to question 5. Okay, let's move on. And again, hopefully you're getting the idea with these. And again, if you're not, then go back and review the video again to pick up the sort of information that we might have glossed over a little bit and you didn't catch. Okay, let's look at the next one. So for number 6, we've got 3p squared plus p minus 2 equals 0. Okay then, so the factors or the modulus of AC is going to be 3 times 2. That gives us 6. And now I want the factors of 6. So that's 1 and 6, 2 and 3. So which of those two factors can we use to give us plus 1? Well, if I had negative 2 and plus 3, that would give me plus 1. So my expanded form is going to be 3p squared minus 2p plus 3p minus 2 equals 0. So on the left-hand pair, if I take out p as common, that will leave me with 3p minus 2. And on the right-hand side, we can see here that there's no obvious common factor between the 3p and the minus 2. But what we can do is that we could take out plus 1 as common. 3p divided by 1 is 3p, and minus 2 divided by 1 is minus 2. And in that way, our bracket, 3p minus 2, stays the same. So we'll take that out common, and then our other, or what's left, is p plus 1. So there are our two brackets. On the left-hand side, 3p minus 2 equals 0. So 3p equals 2. So therefore p is equal to 2/3. There's our one answer. And the other one's easier to do in your head. It's a negative 1. So there are our answers to number 6, 2/3 or negative 1. Let's clear that one off. So for number 7, we've got 4x squared minus 10x minus 6. So we want AC and that's going to be equal to 4 times 6, which is 24. I now want the factors of my 24. So that's going to be 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 6 and 4. Or I should have wrote that round the other way. I should have wrote it as 4 and 6. Okay then, so from those sets of factors, which two are going to give me negative 6? So I could say here then that, which ones are we looking at here? The 2 and the 12, that's going to work, isn't it, to give us the negative 10. If we did 2 minus 12, that would give me minus 10. So let's try that pair. So my expanded form, 4x squared plus 2x minus 12x minus 6 equals 0. So factorising the left-hand side, I'll take 2x out common. That will leave me with 2x plus 1 in the bracket. On the right-hand side, I'll take out negative 6 common. Negative 12x minus 6, or sorry, minus 6 divided by 6 is going to be 2x, and negative 6 divided by negative 6 is plus 1. So they're the right pair. We've got our two brackets that are the same. So taking 2x plus 1 out common, that leaves me with 2x minus 6 in the other bracket. So, as a quick aside then, the values of x are going to be 2x plus 1 equals 0, which is 2x equals minus 1. So x is minus 1/2. There's the answer, or one of the answers to my x. Then on the other one, we'll have 2x minus 6 equals 0. So 2x equals plus 6. So x equals 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3 over 1, which is equal to just 3. So there are my two answers then for number 7. X is either equal to negative 1/2 or plus 3. Okay, let's take a look at the very last one here for number 8. So for question 8 then, we've got 4x squared plus 12x plus 9 equals 0. So modulus AC is going to be 4 times 9. That's 36. So what are the factors of 36? That's 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12. Well, 4 go into this. 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36. That will go. 5 won't go. 6 will go because 6 times 6 is 36. 7 won't go. 8 won't go. And 9, we're back to the beginning. So there's our factors of 36. Okay then, so which pair are we going to pick on to give us plus 12? Well, I'm looking at the last pair, which is 6 and 6. So they're the pair I'm going to try. So my expanded form will be 4x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Factorising the left two, I'm going to take out 2x as common. So 4x squared divided by 2x will leave 2x. 6x divided by 2x will leave plus 3. On the right hand side, I'm going to take out plus 3 as common. 6x divided by 3 will leave 2x, and 9 divided by 3 will leave plus 3. We take out 2x plus 3 common, and that leaves me with 2x plus 3 common. So as you can see here, we could rewrite that as just 2x plus 3 all squared is our factor. So all we have to do now then is solve that one value for the x term. So then, if we take that equation, 2x plus 3 equals 0, that would be 2x is equal to minus 3, and then x would be equal to minus 3 divided by 2, or if you prefer, negative 1.5. So there are our answers to exercise 5.7, 1 through 8, using your quadratics factorising. But again, have a go at them using the formula method, and also have a go at them using your calculator. Either way, we need to be able to get these quadratics factorised and solved. So that's it for exercise 5.7. Jump back into the video and we'll wrap this up.